Kate, here with John Yazwinski, head of Father Bill's in MainSpring. We're about to go on a tour. What is this building behind us?
This building is a new construction, 23 efficiency apartments, new permanent housing in the city of Brockton. It will be targeting formerly homeless veterans and people that are homeless now that struggle with a severe disability. So we're excited about bringing another project that's really helped improve the neighborhood. And we're excited about the opportunity this fall of moving 23 people off the streets of Brockton and into permanent supportive housing.
So it's in progress right now. What is the target completion date?
Our target completion date is end of September for construction, and then hopefully moving people in the fall by November 1st. You know, it's been a great public-private partnership with the city of Brockton, committed home funds. We went to the state of Massachusetts that committed money. Harbor One came in with a mortgage to help us out, and Home Depot's come in recently with a big $100,000 grant. So we have more fundraising to do, but it's a great public-private partnership for the city of Brockton.
All right, so we'll take a little quick look inside then, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
You can see this will be it's fully handicapped accessible, 2 apartments. Can have somebody that's in a wheelchair. This will be a deck for people to be able to come outside. So this will be the entryway to the new building for 23 efficiency apartments. This will be an elevator that goes to all the floors from the basement all the way to the 3rd floor. Every tenant will have a mailbox, as this is permanent housing, and they'll pay 30% of their income towards the rent. So we make it very affordable for anybody in the community that's struggling with homelessness. We will have a staff station right here to support the people. So we have case managers that work with our veterans and our individuals to help them be successful in their tenancy and get hooked up to community resources. By having people live in giving somebody their own key in their own apartment, they then aren't using a lot of emergency resources and services in the community that can be very expensive to the taxpayer. So this is more cost effective, is providing permanent supportive housing for people that struggle with chronic homelessness than it is to just continue to manage homelessness at a MainSpring house type shelter. We have we'll have washer and dryers both in the basement and on the 1st floor. The 1st floor washer and dryers will be for our 2 handicap wheelchair accessible units. So we'll have 2 units in here. The whole building's handicap accessible, but we have 2 units that are being built just for some people in wheelchairs. Sad to say, many of our veterans that come back are in a wheelchair. Some of our most disabled people that are homeless are also. So we want to be able to give equal access to everybody. This is an example of a handicap unit. You have a roll-in showers here. You would have a closet that would be built to do that. They will have a kitchenette right here, and then this would be their space to live in. When you have people that have been, on average, living outside in the city of Brockton for 6, 7, 8, 10 years, or struggling in and out of MainSpring house, coming here you know, is a great first step for somebody to start to rebuild their lives. It's very hard for somebody that is homeless to start putting the pieces back together when you're wondering every night where you're going to sleep tonight. But when you get your own key and you come into your own place, you can start to think about staying clean and sober, getting the health care needs that you have to get addressed, and you can start thinking about getting back into the workforce.
This is like the same design as Jack's place, which we can see across the street here. Yep.
Yeah, this is our 3rd building in the city that is the same prototype. So we are really for this population, finding success and finding that both the public lenders and the funders and the private, this is liking this model. And we're seeing that the tenants are liking this type of housing. So we built 20 units across the street, efficiency apartments, and then we have a 2-family for formerly homeless families there.
And you were happy with how that came out here? And I mean, you wanted to duplicate the design here? I mean, what can you tell us about, you know, the design and all the construction work that's gone into this?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, in a sense of it, one is if we keep doing the same model, it's going to save us in a lot of soft costs. Second is it's a very green building. We are able to really put a lot of green products like insulation, the windows, all the Energy Star appliances in these buildings. So it's a very tight and green facility. We're building the conduits in the building to be able to adapt to as we continually look at solar as an opportunity. We'll be able to bring those things to these buildings in the future.
All right, thank you.
Bathroom.
This is a bathroom in one of the units here.
Yep. There's a full bath in every unit right here, and then everybody gets a closet.
This is like a one-person apartment?
One person. Only one person can live here. As you can see, they have plenty of light. Everybody will control their own heat and air that they need individually. Nice views.
We are in the Montello area of the city, correct?
We are, yeah. That's why we're calling for Father Bills in MainSpring. When you get a lot of public funding, you create a subsidiary entity to hold the building. And that's why we're calling this Montello Welcome Home 2, because we're welcoming home our veterans and our other disabled homeless individuals to their new home.
Okay, so any final thoughts as this development is kind of nearing the finish line? It's going to be completed this fall. What can you tell us about this building and what it means for the community?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we really want to thank the city of Brockton and the mayor, the Montello Business Association, the city councilors, the state delegation. You know, it takes political will to do buildings like this, to do projects like this, and to bring and leverage all the federal and state money that people are investing into Brockton. And I think the people in Brockton and people in Washington, D.C. and at the state level realize that buildings like this is the answer to ending homelessness as we know it, one life at a time. So this building is very special, as the Phaneuf Hospital was a place that people came to get health care. And now people are coming here because they're homeless, and they're going to be getting a safe place to live.
All right, thank you very much.